Good morning. It's Monday morning and I decided to read outside today. It is a little chilly, but the sun's out. Pretty beautiful outside, and my house is loud. And it's been kind of a crazy weekend and a crazy couple months, so I decided to read a feel-good story. I know we're doing like outdoor stuff, and I thought, I want to feel good today, and this is like one of my favorites. So it's called Corduroy. It's about a bear, and it's just a really sweet, make you feel good story. So I thought, you know what, we could all use a little bit today. Corduroy. And it's kind of a small book. Let me move this over. I usually don't read here, so I'm getting used to my area. Okay. Corduroy. You can see there's stuff in my book. This was my daughter's. This is a super old book. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. Hopefully a lot of you have read this story before. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. The one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted. But not today, dear." Her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." So you can see he's missing a button. I love that she loves him even though he's missing a button. Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight, I'll go see if I can find one." Look how sad he is. Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. He's trying to find it. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving underneath him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto an escalator and up he went. Could this be a mountain, he wondered? I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain. Whoa, look where he is. He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and then before his eyes was the most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace." He wandered around admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed." And up he crawled onto the large, thick mattress. All at once, he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button," he cried, and he tried to pick it up. But, like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. So here he is trying to pull that off. He yanked and pulled with both his paws until pop! Off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. Bang! Into a tall floor lamp, and over it fell with a crash. So he pulled so hard it flipped him backwards. He hit the lamp. Crash. Uh-oh. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going on his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. "Now who in the world did that?" he exclaimed. "Somebody must be hiding around here." He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all. And there he saw 2 fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the covers. "Hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" So look at this, is what he saw. And then he pulled the covers back. I skipped a page. The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him up on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. Isn't that cute? He's carrying him down and he puts him up with the other dolls. I remember her. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customer came into the store in the morning, and there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. "I'm Lisa," she said, "and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night, I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said that I could bring you home." She saved all her money from her piggy bank to buy Corduroy. "Shall I put him in a box for you?" the sales lady asked. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed, just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. "This must be home," he said. "I know, I've always wanted a home." Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. "I like you the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened." "You must be a friend," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a friend." "Me too," said Lisa, and gave him a great big hug. Corduroy, such a happy story. It's so sweet. So we could use a little happiness today. So beautiful day, get outside, a little chilly, but enjoy yourself. And if you're going to school to pick up your stuff, there's a little treat in there. All right, have a great day.